Big K versus Big T. Now, before we get into that, I want to say something about RBE. Matter of fact, let me roll this intro.
What up? Mask on, shit.
Look, ARP, man, you told me I can use that. Please don't get my video flagged, bro. They flagged us last week.
Please.
I want to say this before we get into the battle. RBE has the best intro right now for these battles. That's fire. That's theatric.
I agree, man.
You can't knock that.
I was about to say I like how in their intros they got like the most aggressive moments, and they compiled it into one like clip, for lack of a better word. Like that's fire, bro. The cinematic music going along with it, that's crazy. Shout out to RBE, man.
Big K versus Big T.
My bad. While we talking about this battle, is Big K arguably undefeated on RBE? I was about to say you already like a dummy.
I would say his closest.
Beat Matt Myron.
That's a good question.
I was about to say the closest two is going to be Matt Myron and Calico. They get quiet when facts get thrown around.
Nah, shout out to that clip. Shout out to that clip. That clip been posted on Twitter all day. That should be funny as fuck. But nah, I was asking because I saw it on Twitter and they were talking about the battle, and that question was asked. So I was like, make you think. But no, you're all right though. That Mac Myron battle is uber close.
I got him. I think I got Matt Myron being Big K, if I remember correctly. But I got Big K being Calico. Out of the battles on RBE that I can just think of off the top of my head, Calico.
I did. I'm trying. Yeah, I think I did have Big K being Calico. That Mac Myron battle is super close. So I gotta watch that again.
Calico. You got the Matt Myron battle. He battled Jay Mills, correct, in the social distance.
Yeah, clearly won.
Come on, don't do that, Savage. I knew you were gonna pop up sooner or later. You say Big K kind of generic and Big T just ain't good anymore.
I wouldn't say generic, but Big T wasn't his best either. But I wouldn't say generic. I would say Big K did enough to win this battle. I wasn't necessarily like he did have some shit in the third. I'm not gonna fake, but the first two rounds he did enough to win. Now the third he went off in the third.
Now let me ask you this, Savage. What made you give Cal that battle?
Yes, please answer that question, please. I had Big K winning that.
But either way, I gave Big K that battle. Like you said, I got him arguably almost undefeated. He had some of the best showings in the social distancing. As far as his face-to-face battles, I felt like he's been way more consistent than his opponents. Because I can go back to the Calico battle. Sometimes Calico be talking about some nonsense. I'm just gonna be real with y'all.
I don't think he really took that battle as serious as he should have, because we haven't really seen like a bad Calico performance, but that was easy when it wasn't. I don't know. I just don't think that Calico performance was necessarily a good performance, and Big K stepped up to the occasion on that battle.
Okay, so with Calico, I know this kind of going on.
RBE though.
You said what?
Oh
now?
yeah, I'm trying to remember who else he battled on RBE. I was about to say JC. He definitely killed JC, and he definitely beat JC. Red
Easily. Now the Red battle. See, that's the thing about Red.
That's another close.
Red on RBE. It's hard to beat Red. Red on RBE, man. To me, especially like recent battles, like you said, the Big K battle, the show off battle. He walked through those two. You said who? Oh yeah, the Chef Trez. Come on. But to me, with this battle, I got Big K with the win. I gave him the third, and I want to say I gave him the first. The first is debatable. Let me see. He said what? Cal presence and just the real talk hits to me. That's a fact. He do hit the, he had a real talk, but a lot of times he be just rambling. To me, Calico showed up against Averb, but if he didn't have that Ziploc line or the sandwich bag line or whatever, I think Verb would have got that.
I think Calico is
You said what, Chanel?
When he said I was 12 years old, first time I learned sandwich bag.
Yeah. That was fire.
That was fire, though. I think Calico is just...
It's crazy, like, just that one line in the second kind of, like, just shot him up there.
Yeah, yeah. But to me, like I said, Calico do a lot of rambling. And I get what you're saying when you said Cal got that from Geechee. What make you say that? He got what from Geechee?
Well, at least Geechee rhyme.
If he talking about the rambling part, then yeah, like you said, at least Geechee rhymes. Hey. But anyway, Big T, Big K. I gave it to Big K. Slayers, who you have?
I got Big K, arguable 3-0.
Chanel, did you watch that battle?
Yes, I did. I gave it a Big K, the first or third. But I don't know. Big T won't that it won't the Big T was really exciting for real though. So it was kind of a letdown, to be honest with you.
The whole battle or the Big T?
Big T.
Okay.
Not the battle.
Okay. So Savage is saying that he got the sandwich bag line from Geechee. Geechee basically said, I was 15 when I found out that ski mask was for skiing.
You said that for children. That's a good point.
Savage, you got a point, bro. You deserve a raise.
I still don't want. I don't want to see 10-4 though, because I don't want to see 10-4 because Cal floated super different. Geechee was like he was mainly talking to him. Basically, Cal was flowing with that shit when he was saying that shit, and you can tell it was part of something else. Like you can tell it was a part of the whole flow. You know what I'm saying?
But we can honestly say that rappers get inspired by each other. You know what I'm saying? I can hear a line from you and say, okay, I might want to flip that. Even if it's not versus you.
That's true.
What about you, nephew? Big T, Big K, who you have? He don't went to sleep.
I think he muted.
No, he ain't muted.
He can't hear nothing.
Well, go out and come back in.
Yeah. I was about to say, that feeling went to sleep, boy.
I don't know. I think me personally, I respect it more when they let it the person that they flip bar from.
Y'all hear me now?
You know how they say,
yes, sir.
y'all remember in such battle he said XYZ? Well, if you do that, where you're telling people that you got it from somewhere, that's different. But to just spit that shit like you came up with the concept is weird to me. But you know what?
Man, you ratchet, bro. That man said Big
That
T
is
lost his
cold,
battle to
man.
a sports bra. Hey. Look, okay, so
Wow.
for everyone that done spoke, we pretty much got Big K winning that over here. Shout out to RBE. Shout out to ARP. I heard you got a big card coming up. If you feel like coming to the Underdogs, we already got a place for you.
Yes.
And let that car be in Atlanta so I can get there.
We miss
Hey,
ARP.
you said what, Chanel?
I said we miss ARP. Tell him
Yeah, he was one of our first interviews.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shout out to ARP, man. I will always say that man is probably the smartest man in battle rap. I will always say that because that man is calculated and meticulous. Even when he be firing shots, even when you know what I'm saying, even when he fired them shots to Surf, you can tell them shits was calculated. He was plotting all them. He was plotting everything that he was about to say. So shout out to ARP, man.
Shout out to ARP, RBE, Lawrence, shout to the whole team. Come back through. Like I said, man, there's much love from the Underdogs to you.